There was once a king and queen who waited a long time to have a child. When at last the queen gave birth to a baby girl, they were so excited that they held a big party to celebrate her christening. The king and the queen invited all 7 fairies in their kingdom, who came with very special presents for the baby. The king had solid gold plates, knives, and forks made for them. But there was an 8th fairy who had been forgotten. She came stomping into the castle. Quickly, the servant laid a place for her at the table, but the plate, knife, and fork were made of gold. One of the younger fairies, sensing the trouble, hid as soon as it was time to give the present. The first fairy gave the princess the gift of beauty. The second gave good temper. The third gave grace. The fourth gave a wonderful singing voice. And the 5th and the 6th fairies bestowed gifts of dance and music. Then the angry fairy said, "And when she is 16, she will break her finger and die." Imagine everyone's horror. But the young fairy in hiding came out and said, "She will not die. She will fall asleep, and so will all the court. After 100 years, a prince will wake up our little princess with a kiss." The next day, the king banned all needles from the kingdom. But when the princess was 16, she stumbled across a secret staircase in the castle. At the top was a woman spinning at a wheel. The princess had never seen a spinning wheel and wanted to touch it. Immediately, the spindle pricked her finger, and she fell down. Her parents found her and laid her on the best bed in the castle. Then they fell asleep, too, along with the servants, cats, and dogs. 100 years had passed, when a young prince found a huge hedge of thorny roses. As he touched them with his sword, they sprang apart. Behind the hedge was a castle. The prince went inside and found everyone fast asleep. The prince roamed through the castle until he found the room where the princess lay. He bent down and kissed the sleeping beauty. The princess smiled and sat up, astonished to find the prince there. The prince and the princess soon fell in love. Meanwhile, everyone in the castle was stirring. The wicked fairy spell was broken at last, and as for the prince and the princess, they lived happily ever after.